Welcome and welcome back to Cooking with Frankie, Cooking and Baking Made Easy. In this week's recipe, I'm going to show you how to make a fantastic little sweet, the chouquettes, les chouquettes, excellent for little afternoon tea or morning tea. They generally eat plain as they are with a little bit of a pearl sugar on top. If you want, you can always fill them up with anything, pastry, cream, Nutella, apple compote, jam, whatever you feel like it. But remember, it's nice just as they are. Beautiful, soft little choux. Invented in the 16th century, but it was a savory item. 17th century became a sweet item. So, without further ado, let's go to that recipe. See you later. First thing you are going to do as usual is to measure all your ingredients. So you can measure them before and you get ready, but for this one I just went straight with the flow. Milk in a saucepan, water in a saucepan. I use a digital scale. I put the butter and dice it, put that straight in a saucepan, sugar and salt all into the saucepan straight away. We are going to put that on high heat on the stove. First we'll bring it to simmer and then we'll try to get to a boiling point. With sugar, of course. Important that you sift your flour as well, so that's important you do so. So here we brought that to a boiling point. All the butter is melting. As soon as it's boiling point, you remove from the stove and you add the sift flour. You put all the flour at once, and first be gentle when you mix. Don't burn yourself, don't splash, it's very important. Up, just like so. It's a nice spatula. We mix. And we are going to put that back on high heat to dry out the choux paste. It's an important technique. And you do that for at least a minute or 2 minutes. High heat, you beat the choux pastry like you were very hungry. So don't make a massive recipe because you are going to struggle to dry out that properly. So the way to check is when the choux pastry is not sticking anymore from the bottom, shake it. If it gets back together, that's it. It's ready. See, it doesn't stick. Put it in a bowl and spread it a bit on the side. Leave it on your bench. Don't put that in the fridge. It's better to leave it on the bench and cool down. It has to be below 60 degrees just to make sure we incorporate the eggs and we're not cooking the eggs. Regarding the eggs, better at room temperature. And what I do is I use a hand blender or stick blender and I do blend them so they're very smooth. I'm checking the temperature, it's cold enough and you see my eggs are all mixed up. And by hand, I'm very traditional, very old school, no mixer, no paddle, just by hand. I'm adding the eggs a little bit at a time. I find that therapeutic. And have a chat, have people around, have an aperitif, have some saucisson, fromage, glass of red, or white or champagne, and hop, you add the eggs bit by bit. Choux pastry, what's important when you incorporate the eggs, it's to not put too much eggs at once. Otherwise the mixture is going to split and it's very hard to get it back. Not enough eggs, your choux pastry will be too stiff. No, too much eggs, your choux pastry will be too runny and generally they're not going to raise. So adding my eggs, patient. I believe when you do 6-band hand as well, you have more control. The machine tends to, if you go too fast, gives too much aeration. you work the flour of the choux paste a little bit too much. So when I'm at about that consistency, I'm going to be more careful on how much I put on. I will go a little bit by little bit. What I want to see in the choux pastry, it's a bit of a stretch, so I'm going to use the spatula, of course, and see how much it drops from the spatula. I'll try to keep it smooth. So yes, dropping is breaking, but it's not falling back. So that tells me it's too stiff. I need to put a bit more eggs. I accelerate the video a little bit. That should really take you all up, probably 30-35 minutes, and waiting time of 20 minutes to cool down. See here, the choux paste drops and keeps dropping, dropping, dropping. Yes, keeps again dropping. Yes, that tells me it's good. It's enough eggs into it. And as you can see, I still have some left, but not too much. I'm transferring everything into a piping bag. See that old pot? It's an old milk jar. I'm in Normandy, I'm in France. It's old school. Sauces on the background. Parchment paper, baking paper, a tray. And we're gonna push, 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 push. One hand push, the other one direct. I stop pushing and I stretch. Stop pushing, stretch. Stop pushing, stretch. That's the way it works. And I'm going to do that. So for this recipe I use probably 2 trays, I think, from memory. And we pipe at about 50-cent cones. I don't know if everybody has 50-cent cones everywhere in the world are the same size. Probably I would say about 4 centimeters wide. And from here, I'm not going to let them dry out. What I would do is to grab some pearl sugar. So pearl sugar, you can't find it everywhere, so really before you start this. So that was at home at my sister's place, so I just put a little bit of pearl sugar. If I was doing that in a pastry shop, I would cover the tray with pearl sugar and shake, 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 shake around. Make sure that the entire choux pastry is covered by pearl sugar. And I will collect it and remove it, because I didn't want to be too greedy, so I just sprinkle quite a bit on top. By this time you preheat your oven at about 160 degrees. Yes, not 200, not 220, 160, 170 degrees. And you bake it for 30 to 40 minutes. And they come out just like this. Beautiful. How nice they are. As I said, you can eat them just like this. How good was that? I hope you try it. I hope you do this recipe. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't hesitate to put a comment. I put the recipe in the more section under this video. Check it out. There's more recipe on my YouTube channel, but also on my website, cookingwithspreadsheet.com. Sorry, been a bit lazy with putting photos and writing the recipe down on my website. Been a bit busy lately, but I'll be back trying to do that, and also try to fix a few issues on there. But enjoy it. Let me know what you think. See you later. Au revoir.